from the Russia investigation because of his own role in the Trump campaign, and the president believes that led to Robert Mueller being named as special counsel because they could not keep this investigation at the Justice Department.
Yeah. It was also surfaced that he had had a meeting with Kislyak, and all of that sort of went into the big ball of wax. Ed, thank you so much.
Good to see you.
So here now with more tonight, Marc Thiessen, former chief speechwriter for President George W. Bush and a Fox News contributor, and Emily Tish Sussman, campaign director at the Center for American Progress Action Fund. Welcome to both of you.
Thanks, Martha.
You know, it strikes me also that, you know, I think it's interesting that James Comey, because he's been sort of sending out little smoke signals about different things over the course of this, because he hasn't spoken out since he said that he had notes and put that out there about his meeting with President Trump. But Mark, the other thing that appears to be stuck in his craw, and many would say rightfully so, is that the president said that he told him 3 times that he was not under investigation. That also may be something that he wants to come clean on and tell his side of the story on Thursday, Mark.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. And look, this is a self-inflicted wound by the president. He should have never fired James Comey in the way he did. He should have never insulted him. He should have never put that in the letter. He should have never tweeted about him constantly. So all this drama that's coming up has been created by Donald Trump. What Donald Trump needs to do is treat this as a big wave that is coming at him. And what you do with a big wave is you duck. You go under the water, let the wave pass, and then get up and start swimming again. He needs to be president of the United States. He needs to stop tweeting about Russia. He needs to stop tweeting about Comey.
So I'm guessing that you would be against tweeting during the testimony.
I would be against live tweeting. That would be insane. What Sean Spicer said is that the president has a busy schedule. He's going to be talking to religious leaders. He should just be as presidential as he can on Thursday. Let Comey have his day. All this buildup has come to this moment. Let it happen. It will pass. People will talk about it. They will talk less about it if Donald Trump doesn't pour logs on the fire and gasoline on the fire by adding his own commentary. Let it go away. Right. Duck the wave, and then move on and be president of the United States, for crying out loud.
And Emily, I'm sure that everyone who's in opposition to the president will be perfectly happy to let the wave go right over and wash onto the shore and let it all go away, right?
Look, I mean, I couldn't be in stronger agreement with Mark. Trump is absolutely making it a bigger deal, more of a media circus. I think it ends up feeling like a page out of House of Cards or something like that. But the reality is that it's very serious. We do know that Russians hacked the election. We know that from 17 different agencies. We do know that Trump then fired Comey. And now Comey is being called to actually testify to what interacted and whether he feels like he was fired because of the investigation potentially into Trump. That is very serious, and that we should take serious. And I think to make it a large circus, you know, the American people deserve better than this. They deserve a president who can actually focus on the issue at hand, whereas he appears to be being driven by narcissism and by bad decisions. Firing your nonpartisan FBI director in the middle of an investigation as to whether a foreign power hacked into our election is a very big problem.
All right. I want to get your thoughts on this. This is Sean Spicer at the briefing today.
How would you describe the president's level of confidence in the Attorney General, Jeff Sessions?
I have not had a discussion with him about that.
Okay, last time you said that, there was a development.
I'm answering a question, which is I have not had that discussion with him.
So you can't say he has confidence in his Attorney General?
I said I have not had a discussion with him on the question. If I haven't had a discussion with him about a subject, I tend not to speak about it.
Yeah, wow. I mean, they're only 4 months into a presidency. It's not great.
Mark, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, the last thing that Donald Trump needs is more chaos, right? Firing his attorney general or raising questions about whether he's going to fire his attorney general. These are things that he does not need. What Donald Trump needs to do is do what he did on his foreign trip. What was the great thing about that foreign trip he went on? For 10 glorious days, there was not a single tweet about James Comey or Russia or fake news. He gave a great speech in Saudi Arabia. He met with the Pope. He met with world leaders. He diffused a crisis over intelligence leaks with the British. He was president for 10 days, and then as soon as he came back, it was tweet storm, self-destructive tweet storm after self-destructive tweet storm. Just stop.
That's a tongue twister.
Do what you did on the trip. That was the best week of your presidency. Keep it up.
Thank you, guys. I got to go. Emily, thank you. Mark, thank you. We're out of time. Thanks, you guys. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
So coming up still ahead, why these students may be